Hey, were you sleeping on the job? I need your help.
Okay.
Okay. Well, today I just want to talk a little bit about something that I think hasn't been talked about enough. And that is that each and every one of us has a greenhouse. That's right. You know, often we might envy someone who actually has a real greenhouse, but we all really do have the conditions that are perfect in early spring for mimicking a greenhouse. You get the same results. And let me just show you what I'm talking about here. If you, in the spring, the sun is on a very low angle. And so it comes in windows. So if you have any windows that are facing the sun, the morning sun or the afternoon sun, or in between, or all of the above, like right here. I get sun all day, not all day, until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I get sun through these two large windows. And so it's actually perfect for starting cuttings or early starting your container fig trees. Okay, it's not a greenhouse, it's not a big greenhouse, it doesn't have overhead glass panels or plastic panels, but you don't need overhead plastic panels this time of year because the sun, if you can see my hand, the sun is coming in on an angle. It's not directly overhead. It's not direct or overhead like it will be during the summer solstice on June 21st or June and July when it's mostly overhead. So you don't need to have panels over top of you. You can just take advantage of the windows in your house to early start your figs. You can put your containers on the ground. Let's take a quick walk through here. You can put your containers on a table and the light comes in. You can see there. And you can you can propagate figs using the window here. These are just sliding doors, large sliding doors where the sun comes in. And if you get nice weather, you put them outside. Put them up against the structure where they're gaining the warmth of the microclimate. And it's just perfect for early starting your figs. You can put your saucer plates on the floor. If you have a couple favored trees that you want to get started early, take them out of storage. You can take them out of storage as early as the middle of February and put them on the carpet or where your floor, whatever you might have, and open up your drapes like this, okay? And you will be able to have a little greenhouse effect. So find a sunny window, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the low hanging sun, low on the horizon, and let the sun come in and early start your cuttings. You can also have a grow light and things of that nature. That's another subject, okay? But certainly you can do that too, and I've done that before. But you don't need to do that to start fig cuttings early, okay? And it's very important if you want early production figs. It's very important to get a few of your favorite fig trees, whatever they might be, whether they're Black Madeira or Italian 258, whatever they might be, and put them near a window and take advantage of the greenhouse that everyone does have. We have a greenhouse, okay? Especially for the early months of the growing season, because those trees will wake up, and when they do wake up early, you're going to have early production. Just remember something that I have observed over many, many years. The earlier your tree wakes up out of hibernation, out of being dormant, okay, the earlier it will produce. Period. That's the equation. That is the equation that you can rely upon, okay? Now, I've talked about this before. It's always good to use rainwater. It's always good to let the water warm up in the house when you're watering early in the season. And whenever you put BTU units, heat units into your potting mix, you're going to get earlier results too. There's lots of things. I talk about them in my other videos, and right now today I'm not talking about all of that. Right now today I'm talking about seizing the day, okay, carpe diem, Okay, and taking advantage of the greenhouse that we all have at our disposal. Because remember too that the temperatures in your house, naturally, you're not going to be staying in your house in the spring and let it be 50 degrees and watching TV. Your house is going to be between 70 and 80 degrees, whatever your comfort zone is. And that's perfect for propagating figs. It's perfect for early awakening of your favorite fig trees. So take advantage of the fact that it's already a hot house. You know, we call it, as another name for a greenhouse, is a hot house. Okay, why do we call it a hot house? Because it's hot, it's warmer. It's warmer than the outside ambient temperatures, okay? And of course, our homes are warmer than the outside ambient temperatures because we live in them. So take advantage of that heat. Take advantage of the light, take advantage of this wonderful marvel called glass. It's a modern day miracle. Glass allowing for the sun's light to permeate. Now remember too, you're not going to get a lot of the ultraviolet rays that are very helpful in producing the enzymes and things that are needed to protect your fig leaves when they sprout, okay, when they bud out, from the sun damage that they will later experience if you don't acclimate them properly to the sun's real rays that include the ultra. So every opportunity, march them outside. Okay, how hard is it? You know, get them outside. You know, put them outside. Let them have some real sun. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, even if it's a little chilly in the daytime, as long as it's not below 50 degrees, you can put them out there and trust me, they will enjoy the sun and they will acclimate to the sun. And every opportunity you get that it warms up, take them outside and shuffle them. We call it shuffling. Shuffle them outside and let them get the benefit or receive the benefit of the direct, true yellow sun. Okay? And you will not have to worry about your fig trees suffering from the effects of sun damage, sunburn later in the season. So I think with that, I'll make this video short. It's something that I think has been overlooked a lot by a lot of people. I do it all the time. I early start my favorite trees. I early start my favorite cuttings. I made a video, my last video was about propagating figs, that it doesn't take rocket science to do it. And these are the cuttings that I ended up making. I talked about the cellophane. You can see that now if you want to look at that video. And you can see that I see greening and I see activity. And it won't be long before they start to sprout out. And I'll be officially beginning the season early. These trees are all Smith, and the reason why I'm starting these is because I intend to plant them in the ground in 7B. I have several experiments I talked about in the last video, and the experiments are successful recently, and so I'm going to be transplanting this in 7B in the ground. So I want to start a bunch of them. Now I have another location where I have trees sitting in front of large windows also that are early started. Quite a few trees. I'm not there at that location at this moment. Okay, but the point I'm making, I think, is as valid. So with that, hey, you're supposed to be helping me out. Hey, you. Hey. Okay. She's not in a work mode today. I'm basically on my own here. With that, thank you for visiting. I always appreciate your visits. Remember, everyone has a greenhouse. Good day.